So I guess we should talk about the origins of void golf and void putters. Believe it or not, it was actually a bar napkin idea. We weren't necessarily trying to create a company, we just wanted to make a few putters on our own and see how they performed.
We had the equipment to do so, and we kind of just started messing around and making prototypes. And after a few design improvements, we started to get a little bit obsessed with trying to make the best putter possible.
We started looking at the major issues that come with putting and what the rest of the people in the industry are attempting to do to solve it and make more forgiving putters.
One of the biggest issues we found with putting is off-center strikes. If you hit the ball a little bit on the heel or the toe, it can cause the face to twist, and that'll cause a loss of distance.
You could see this demonstrated best in some of the technology testing that we were doing when developing our insert. You could watch the entire unedited version of the robot testing that this clip is from in the technology section of our website, voidputters.com.
The most common way we're seeing this issue addressed in the industry is through face milling patterns.
If you look at the landscape of the putters offered today, you'll see Groove Technology at the top of the list for what makes their putter more consistent than the competition's. Essentially, groove patterns are fancy face milling techniques that are going to remove material from the center of the club in an effort to slow it down a bit to more closely match heel and toe miss hits. Milling pattern and groove designs could be pretty intricate and pretty delicate, so if you get a little bit of sand or dirt in there, or if your putter gets damaged over time, as golf clubs do, the original design is not going to work as intended.
The second problem that we found with face milling is that you're essentially deadening the sweet spot of your club.
This deadening or sweet spot is going to make the club feel dull, and also you're going to have to take a longer, harder swing to achieve the same distance.
And because of these issues, we wanted to try and come up with a solution that doesn't rely on face milling.
So our theory was that we could manipulate the elastic properties of different insert materials, and we fell upon a thermoplastic called polyether sulfone that seems to do this quite well. By increasing the depth of the material as you travel along the length of the insert, we're able to add more kinetic energy to both the heel and the toe to make it closely match the center of the club face.
So essentially, instead of taking away energy from the center, we're making it more springy on the outside to better match.
After months of testing and tuning, we were able to achieve a super tight grouping at a distance of 20 feet in the same robot test that you saw prior in the video.
So with an insert that doesn't deaden the feel of your club or have any grooves to get dirty or damaged over time, we moved on to the next biggest thing to help consistency in putting.
That would be moment of inertia. You've probably heard that term MOI thrown around a bunch. It is important, and this is what we did to address this issue.
Given we do all of our manufacturing in-house, we actually have a lot of freedom with our design choices.
So because we're able to design our clubs from the ground up and go through many iterations very quickly, we were able to focus our design entirely around MOI.
In order to really enhance our MOI effect, we decided to go with the lightest and heaviest materials possible, that being aluminum and tungsten.
So every single one of our putters is manufactured right here in the US, and you can think of the putter head being a chassis for our insert, but also for these huge tungsten buckets that are on either end. All of the weight being as far away from the center of the club as possible, coupled with our insert technology, really does make this one of the most forgiving and best rolling putters available.
So if you want a putter that stands out from the crowd and has the technology to back it up, don't be afraid. Enter the void.